today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, James. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, it's Carr. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. Dances by him. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. James. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trent, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4. Again, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got it up to the 15, showing off some fancy footwork there on the play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg, James. Got his open man, it's Carr. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. James. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 65 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, James. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. After one on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. There's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Wilson now to throw on third down. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go! Let's go!
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, James. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now James to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, Carr. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he had the touchdown of the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. James on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass. Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%.
I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 26 months.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Perfect from distance. He steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Throwing is Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Wilson. Caught by Trimble. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start out west at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Derrick Henry, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Kellen Mond has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's James looking to throw on 2nd down, and he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. James now from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To throw again is Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, James. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, Big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
26, man.
Looking to throw. James. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 29, Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw is James. To throw on second down. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carr. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Buying time to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Now Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Madison.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here's Wilson. Dancing, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to throw. James. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. James.
And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
26 Mike.
Back to throw. James. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carr. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. James out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now James throwing on 1st down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Back to throw. James. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Operating from the gun. James looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get an interception, they return it. That's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Sitting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Russell Wilson and the offense down 24-17. A minute 40 remaining. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Here's Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. Complete. Dillon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Throwing left side, it's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Wilson. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open? Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put some